How long has it been filming for?
I just switched it on now.
Okay, so does this stay on?
That stays on. I've kept it on.
Oh, sweet. So we're good.
We're good.
We're good.
What are we doing today?
Alaipayuthey,
Yeah.
the soundtrack.
What does that translate into? Waves crashing? Or waves jumping?
Alaipayuthey, yeah. Alay's waves
some things.
payuthey.
I didn't go to Tamil school, but I know things.
It's Mani Ratnam film. Soundtracks was headed by A.R. Rahman. Mm-hmm. He
Back in the year 2000,
back in the year 2000.
just as the millennium started.
Yeah, and here we are 23 years later, still talking about it.
Yeah, why are we talking about it?
Yeah, is it evergreen, as people say?
Why are we actually talking about it? It was in my head. Okay, so it was in my head 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I was like, let's just do the whole.
Yeah, I woke up with green color in my head, and then I sent it to him, and then it was in your head.
Yeah.
And then we just
I mean, it's always been one of my favorite soundtracks, and I just think it's really interesting. I think how it's still. So to answer the question, is it still evergreen? Yes. And video, but
roll the credits.
it's aged in an interesting way. I think it's still somehow very relevant. And has a lot of staying power. I think that's in part to the choices A.R. Rahman's made, but also.
How do you pronounce the name? A.R. Rahman or A.R. Rahman?
I don't know, man.
I'll call him A.R.
I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know which one it is.
I've heard it pronounced so many different ways depending on who. If you're, I don't know, if you speak Hindi or.
Maestro. I know that's hilarious.
I'm gonna just call him A.R.
But also in part just to the film as well.
So this is the thing. So going into this video, we were like, can we talk about this album, this music album, this soundtrack, this score to a film, without talking about the actual film? And I think it's inevitable that we will, because the soundtrack it's so crucial to this Tamil movie. Because first and foremost, I think the music came first and the script came second.
No.
Really?
It was meant to be, this is weird, it was meant to be a songless film.
No way.
Yeah, so Mani Ratnam obviously done stuff like Rojab. And then like A.R. Rahman came onto the score. Yeah. And then just ended up with 9 songs. And
shit.
They must have been like, they're all bangers, just put them all in. Just put them all in.
As in, they all make sense. They're all like
exactly. Which is why I find it hard to, I don't know. But apparently it was planned as a songless film, which is mind-boggling to me.
I can't imagine this without songs.
Yeah, because they're so intertwined.
Yeah, I think because the script itself, I guess we're talking about the film now. Safe word in case we go too deep.
Okay.
Shakti! No, Ashok! Ashok!
Hey!
Ashok! Alright, Ashok is our safe word. The film itself, in my opinion, I think it's very snappy and to the point. Like, there isn't like unnecessary dialogue. It progresses quite well.
Okay.
And what it lacks in like, I don't know, script in terms of actual verbal dialogue, I think the music covers it. Yeah. It is the secondary, it is like the third main actor in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Even like with the start of it.
Yeah.
As well.
How about if you reverse it, like when you listen to the album?
So this is the thing, I listened to the album, obviously time passed since I saw it as a kid. I listened to the album and then I rewatched the film like a week later and because I, having watched the film when I was a kid, don't really remember the storyline fully.
Yeah.
So it was like I was rediscovering it.
Yeah.
And I felt like I knew the storyline from the album by itself. Okay. And then watching the film just filled in the gaps for me. Okay,
fine. Did you feel like the album stands on its own without the film?
Yes, except for one song.
Which one?
The title track.
Alaipayuthey. Yeah, I think it is a weak point in the album.
Because that song only makes sense for me in the film because, it's all that, if you haven't seen the film, watch the film. It's that event that Marlon invites the main actor to. So like it's a very crucial event, and it kind of doesn't come across in the album. Like I
think it's like a Rahman basically, isn't it? It's very Carnassian. But it's got like an A.R. Rahman touch. There's sort of a bit of percussion in the background.
There is. He modernizing it.
Yeah.
He makes it peppy.
Yeah. And I think it's all right. It's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. I think what I really like about the album is that A.R. Rahman digs a lot from the 90s sort of NSYNC, Backstreet Boys era, like what the hell's Endondon Bunne? That's the first song, and that sounds like Everybody.
Literally.
But in my opinion, better, apart from an atrocious rap verse.
Wait. I don't need to be Halloween for me to be treating.
Chick or tripping or something. Yeah. It just sounds like, I'm not going to spend too long on it because it's so brief and it doesn't really derail the song. But
it's brilliant though, because it kind of like sets the pace, like this is quite a peppy album.
Yeah.
Like,
but also it's like, it feels like it's just a bunch of keywords to let everyone know, it's like, hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like they just have like funk, bassline, Halloween.
But that is like Hollywood, Bollywood kind of songs when they try westernize.
Yeah, and so I feel like the bass line that on this song, and I think it's Pachine Rame. No, Carlos Orogode. I love the bass line. But I just really love sort of how he melds the two
There are
styles.
layers, bro.
Yeah. And like
the fusion of like classical and like these modern like synths and all that stuff.
I love how he fuses like it feels like you're sort of like ascending with the deem
but still like got that NSYNC, got that
exactly.
2000
He managed to meld it very well apart from the rap verse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a hostage situation. It kind of grew on me. I learned to love my my kidnapper.
Hip hopping.
Yeah.
Keep it hip hopping.
That's how. It's like, hey, what's now and popping?
Yeah. Overall, like I think it's a really strong start. Like and New Year, that stuff. Like it's just transcendental. Like it's just a very beautiful way to start the album. And then next it goes to
part one.
Part one.
Yeah. Did you when you were a kid? So this is the thing. This album has aged, and I appreciate the album in a different way. I also see it in a different way now.
Oh yeah.
Because when you look at now, I can like actually go into the lyrics and like.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Bit, and like, boy.
Yeah.
Boy. It's questionable. Not questionable lyrics, but I'm just like, how do I put this? It's very explicit when you deep it. I
mean, I think some of the lyrics can be really sort of touching and beautiful, especially on Carter's Solikoda.
Yeah.
There's one or two lyrics on September Martin where it's quite funny. Where was the naughtiness and love? It's not in our Kalyana Katul. Like it's
like where's all this like freakness?
It's like why aren't you like we used to?
Which is the thing about this about the movie. It's like it's about life after love kind of thing.
Yeah, and I thought that's quite a unique take. Ashok, that's the word.
Ashok.
But
let's give him back to the album.
Obviously, when you talk about the lyrics now, Wairon Mutu basically wrote the entire thing, and so
knowing what we know now,
dudes. I mean, I don't think he's been like legally
outed,
but like, I mean, he's being accused by 17 women of sexual misconduct. I mean,
when was the kind of Asian Me Too movement?
I think it was pretty much like around the same time as every other Me Too. It's not like everything else where everything gets it like 10 years later. But yeah, I mean that does sour some of the more tender lyrics for me.
Yeah.
But also it's not like say Kanye. Art is the artist. Like when he goes on his, it's very hard for me to separate. Whereas with him, I feel like first of all, when I was a kid, I thought the actors were singing these songs, and then you realize there are singers, and then you realize there's a writer, and there's so it's a bit easier for me to distance myself from. But I can understand if people you're not able to. But especially when he writes romantic lyrics, and what he's been accused for is for being
deep. I come into your head.
Yeah.
Give me the olive oil. I'm using avocado oil from now on.
Yeah. But I do love Snehidane.
Yeah. Part 1 or part 2?
Part 2. Because it's got the Hindustani classical guy just going like.
not going in the video.
He does it a lot better, I promise.
We did pretty well.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous song.
What is
Snare Hidden Air is like friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Friend of mine. Like Snare Hidden means to friend.
Oh, and then Rogasium is like secret. So
yeah, exactly. So it's sort of like, I think what makes this album as well is the performance by all the singers.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily what the lyrics are, but how they interpret them. So the way they sing Snare Hidden Air, the way they listen.
Oh mate, Yarodi. That's literally the name of the song, right?
Yeah.
Yarodi. I love that song. Like the way they. Like, if you look at the lyrics, I was at karaoke like last week, and the song came on.
What?
And,
what karaoke were you at?
You could play around the song.
Oh, okay, fine.
I say it came on. I requested it, and it was really lyrics.
Like, it's a prayer by Bon Jovi, ABBA, and Yarodi.
Who put this on? It was I. And you're reading through the lyrics, and there's not a lot of differentiation about what's saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like repetition in it, but like. It comes across like so different when you actually hear it.
Yeah, because of the way they interpret songs. Yeah.
Like even like when there's like a little chorus bit where the singer.
She goes into a grandma voice.
Yeah.
She goes into a party voice.
And like when you watch the film, like it kind of makes sense, but also makes sense in like the song as well. It's just very nice layers. Yeah.
It also has like a little bounce to it that I feel is a bit Pharrell inspired. Like there's a little drum machine that goes well in the background. It's very quiet, but I feel like that's like A.R. Rahman again, pulling from that era of music, that 90s 2000
doing bits.
Yeah.
So it goes like happy, 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 and then I was like, oh mate, one of the saddest songs. Well, it just makes me like deep myself. It's like,
oh, even though I would have been.
Yeah.
Yes, Swanala.
With the wind in the background.
Yeah. This is actually the song I find hardest to separate from the movie.
Oh.
Because one, if you're listening to the album, it is quite a weird change in pace.
Yeah.
But also too, in the movie, I just think the music video is so strong and like, it's just like,
it's a crucial part of the movie.
Like a mother's like traveling, or she's standing still, like they're split. It's very
like each other.
Yeah, like you said, there's lots of wind.
Yeah,
like these guys are like in a full-on wind tunnel. Like yeah, literally. Anxious there in the background, just like woo.
Yeah. But like even without the film, there you can get the sense of yearning from the song.
That woman is so good at just making things sound heart-wrenching with just her voice.
So do you agree that there is a narrative in the album without the film?
Yeah, I think it is. This is the odd thing. Like the way it's staged on Spotify is not how it was originally released.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
There are two songs that are like, or the three. Places.
Exactly. Yeah. It makes sense to me, but I don't know if that's because I've seen the film and I can superimpose a meaning.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I just find it very hard to separate.
I don't like the way they've ordered it. So when I listened to it first and then I watched the film, I like the order it was in the film.
Oh, okay.
And now when I listen to it, I'm like, it doesn't, like, I feel like September Madam should go after Cardal.
Oh, I see. But then it's not a nice way to end it, because it
doesn't end on that. It ends on
Snare Hidden Air Part 2. Yeah, fine. I don't know if I'm honest.
It's just like, just one of those things.
But yeah, Evan Ordovan, I just think Swana.
Oh, mate, it's
got these like dramatic like guitar arpeggios.
Well.
Yeah.
The clapping, like the all the percussion stuff. Like again, there's like so much layers and
even in Snare, there's just random guys going,
Yeah. Like, there was no need, but I did it.
But
I did it.
But yeah, it's just very dramatic with the wind, the guitar, her voice in this like high falsetto is very yearning, like you said. But I do find it. That and Carter's Sadakoda I find very hard to separate from the film. Yeah. Because Carter's Sadakoda is obviously, it's got, that half-broken house.
Yeah, that's so...
And they got the mattress on the floor vibe.
Yeah. I'm like, yo!
Yeah, and like everything's like reverse motion.
Yeah.
There's a bass line.
It's young love. They just got like secret married.
Yeah, and I'm like, when I was kids, like, I want that one to grab. Now I realize I wouldn't even be able to afford half a house like they had.
And also, what they have right now will probably get charged like $350 because it's aesthetic.
Yeah, literally. What comes after Evan Ordovan? I think it's Pechinirma, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like they're yelling for each other and then they kind of get back together.
Yeah, so again, that NSYNC
the song
vibe.
that was stuck into my head.
Yeah.
That triggered all of this.
Yeah.
Fucking banger, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking banger.
Again, it's got that slight NSYNC vibe with how they say sing sucky. Yeah, it's very like
Sucky. Yeah.
It's very like yeah. But also it's still then there's a flute, then there's sort of like plucked guitars.
It's like the perfect album for that kind of going into year 2000, like taking the old and like embracing the new kind of thing.
Yeah, he really likes these sort of drum machines and synthesizers, and he mixes it well, sort of with traditional instruments a lot well here. I do like the lyrics here. I like Harry Heron's performance as well. They're not what I come here for. Like, it's kind of cool how he goes through green and then Manjel.
He goes through the colours,
yeah. It's very nice.
Angers in all the red.
But literally. But it's not what I go there for. I go there for the melodies.
The vibe.
The
rhythm.
The melody songs.
And the chorus, man. The chorus is bangs.
Yeah. It's the jokes.
It's cheeky, man.
It's like this little tango.
It's the equivalent. Have you seen VIP 2 with Dunno?
Yes.
It's the equivalent of like his main song on that one, where he complains about, because obviously VIP 1's about him trying to get married and like have a girl. VIP 2's like, oh fuck, I'm married.
Yeah.
I hate this married life.
Yeah,
it's the equivalent of that, but I think it does it better.
They basically just go, love is the best, marriage is the worst.
Yeah.
Men can't live without women. Men wouldn't need anything if it weren't for like stuff like that, you know.
It's so misogynistic. It's like, screw women, why would you do that?
But then the women say the same thing. It's very like gender wars. And it's like very tongue in cheek. It's very much like a duet. Like they should call it a duet in the song. And it's got like a tango-y sort of flavor.
Like even in I saw a movie, they're doing like moves and stuff.
Exactly. In the film, it's a major plot point. Like they have a fight because of that, and it's just like.
Was it that she thinks he's cheating on someone at that point?
Ashok. It's got such a pep to it, and I like it when I forget who it is, but the male singer, he goes into like a Cookie Monster register. He's like. And it's they're almost like rapping back and forth at each other.
It's a proper duet. It's like cypher.
And it's got like a beat that wouldn't be like out of place in like a marching band. It's very sort of peppy. And then there's Carlos Salvador, which has like
it's hot as fuck.
Bro. That bass line.
Oh, bro.
Oh my god. Anyways, Carlos Salvador. SP Sharon, like this guy. The best thing he can do is make you think it's his dad on the track, and that's what he does here. It's not SPB. It's his son.
Oh, it's his son.
It's his son.
Oh shit!
There you go. You realize it?
Oh shit!
It's SP Sharon. Yeah.
Man.
It's his son. And like, I love what he does on the track.
Like father, like son.
Yeah. Literally, the chorus, it's so melodic and like.
It kind of just blew my brain for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's not him. It's his son. It's his son doing.
He does bits.
Like I just like the la hida la hida la la. Like I just love how he flows, and I just love the registers he hits.
This is the thing about like the tracks on this song, man. You can just put it on repeat.
Yeah.
But it's just every song you can. But is that because of nostalgia, or is that because it's a good song that I can play somebody's song?
Yeah. I mean, nostalgia did not help me when I was listening to the rap verse in
It kind of did for me. It's the only thing that got
nostalgia did it. Nostalgia doesn't give me a strong attachment to the title track Alaipayuthey.
Yeah, true.
Alaipayuthey even. I genuinely think it actually stands on its own. I think the song Evanoraven, it does get helped by
the movie
because I feel like it does go on a bit, but you can also get sort of lost in this sort of like
the layers, bro. The wind. Bro, what's that song where it's just like splashing noise in the background? It is Carter Salagodagoda.
Oh yeah, I mean Alaipayuthey. Ale. There's lots of like water imagery.
It is.
I mean, the whole thing and the whole song, the lyrics are about, you know, Ale, you're like a wave coming close and touching me. When I come close, you go far. When you go far, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
Some of these songs are just bursting with life, like colourful.
Yeah.
Colourful in the sense of like, I don't know, when you listen to it, you can just imagine like this grainy, like old school film kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's just...
It is a very lush album. It doesn't help that it literally has a song talking about all the colours.
Yeah.
I mean, it does help is what I mean.
It does.
But I do go with it. It's very vivid. And I don't, again, the film does help, but I think it stands on its own. So if you haven't listened to it, please do. It's a brilliant, as in it's one of my favourite albums. I just don't think it's flawless.
I think nostalgia shields my eyes a lot. Like I can just play this album.
Yeah.
And
I know. I've been going through this. Like,
it's like,
I think it's just a classic and leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It's a classic out of 10.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching.
Yeah, drop a like and comment. Someone recently was just like, God, I love your videos. I was like, oh, have you subscribed? She's like, no, because you guys don't post enough videos. I'm
Listen
like,
now. But thank you for watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate all your effort.
You listening through whatever this was.
Now we're just rambling.
Yeah.
Superwoman.